What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 27th day of June, and here we are at about $107,000. 22 hours, 30 minutes left in the day. We didn't make a move down, at least not the move that I was looking for yesterday, and that's okay. Unfortunately, I think that this will put us off of seeing new all-time highs until July. Not by the end of this month. I don't know if we're going to get an end-of-month rally. I'm at this point in time thinking that the remaining days might actually be a little bit of a pullback. The weekend is upon us, and typically over the weekend we don't really do too much. So being here, I feel like we've had ample opportunities to run higher. We really have had ample opportunities to do that, and we just haven't done it. Makes me think, just looking at the range where we are, high here, lower high, lower high, lower high. We're at a lower high right now. I don't believe that we're going to see a lower low, though it is possible, and we can address that in a second. It is possible to see a lower low. I think what we're getting set up for is a bear trap before the rip. I was just hoping that it would take less time than it has right now, and I think now that it's Friday, we're probably going to spend, if we're lucky, we'll spend all of today moving down here, and then maybe we can move back up by the end of the day, but then it's the weekend, man, and we're probably not going to make new all-time highs by the weekend. Even if it's Monday next week and it's the last day of the month, I doubt that we're going to rip and run to new all-time highs by the end of the month. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. For an end of month rally finale day, maybe that happens, in which case that'd be great. But at this point in time, I'm taking a little bit more of a conservative step back and thinking that we might dump going in a little, like dump, not really that much, right? But pull back a little bit going into the end of the month, and then rally going into July. Maybe we'll even pull back starting July as well. I don't know. Time will tell. But looking at this here on a 1 hour time frame, if we can, you are decreasing in volume, right? Volume is kind of dying off here as you're moving up higher. We actually even had a good bit of volume come here, and you didn't go anywhere. You just stayed there. No volume came in to save the day. You had ample opportunities. You were overbought, and every time we went to $108,000, it's like you're going to break higher, you're going to break higher. You just didn't do it. Here we are rolling over, getting lower lows and lower highs, starting to show our true colors, right? And volume is picking back up as we're moving down. It makes me think that we are going to go lower. 1 hour RSI here, lower highs, double bottom right here, and that's nice to see. Maybe what we do is we find resistance at the 50 or resistance at the 60, whatever come up, but it's just going to be another lower high, inevitably getting us into the oversold zone, which again I think will happen by the end of today, if not tomorrow. The weekend should be boring, and then Monday next week should be a little bit exciting, going into the end of the month and then the beginning of July on Tuesday there. But I don't know if we'll be at new all-time highs until maybe like the end of the first week of July, if not sometime in that first week or second week there. So unfortunately, $107,000 now. Looking to go a little bit lower. If we take this fib from a low to a high here, low, nope, that's not the low. Just 1 second, I'll get it at the low. Low to high here. Bitcoin has, since April, found a lot of respect at its 236, so that's something to note. 105.7K could hold as support, and if that's the case, maybe we do get an end-of-month rally. I don't know, and we'd probably rally going into the beginning of July, too. It's very, very bullish to bounce off the 236. It's also bullish to bounce off the 382, but it's just that much more bullish to bounce off the 236. Just because you find a little support here, don't get too excited. We could very well just find a little bit of support momentarily for like a couple hours and then continue down to the 382. I am expecting that we go to the 382. $104,300 right now. That's my expectation. I think that we'll clear out these lows of this kind of top range here that we're in, right? This little like slanted consolidation phase. As soon as we clear those lows, we hit the 382. People might start to look at this like, I mean, just imagine the price is down there, right? We take away the fib. Take away the fib. And people might start to look at this as if it's a lower high and a series of lower highs, which it is, and that could prompt us to believe that we see a lower low. I think right at that moment, especially getting just below this price here, where it looks like we were just in a basically a very bullish shot to the upside here, and then we have this taken out, it might seem as though we're in a free fall into lower lows, because that's kind of what we did the last few times. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to set ourselves up for a bear trap here and then rip and run, right? Typically, before a good pump, you get a bull trap, or a good pump, you get a bear trap, and then before a good dump, you get a bull trap as well, right? That's pretty common. That's the normality. If we're looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour RSI has not rejected the overbought zone, but it's come out of the overbought zone. You were in the overbought zone for a good bit, and you did nothing, man. You had ample opportunities to go higher, and you just didn't do it. You're finding resistance continually here. Lower. You're probably going to go lower. That's my expectation. Not lower than this low. I mean, it could happen. I suppose 95,000, 96,000 is still on the table, 94,000 even. But I'm expecting more so that we do still hold above $100,000 and that we'd probably find support somewhere right around 104K, 104 to 104,500. We're at 107,000 now, so a little bit lower. And then from there we can move up. 3-day time frame here. Looking at this, we are very bullishly charged. Okay, overall, I mean, since how long has it been, man? Since, let's just say since November 2023. What? Going all the way back here, man. That's a lot of time. It's just crazy how far out that is. 3-day time frame. Since 2023, the 3-day time frame has been very, very helpful. We get overbought, we find support at the 50. We get overbought, we find support at the 40, whatever. Right off the oversold zone, we get overbought. Off the oversold zone again, overbought. Here we are, not at the 50, not at the 40, none of that stuff. So I think we will come down, find support at the 50, something like that, and then move up. We'll have lower lows in the RSI while maintaining higher lows in the price, and that'll give us bullish divergence. Bouncing off the 50 as it was before should promote some growth in a very, very short amount of time. This kind of looks like a bull flag, doesn't it, on the 3-day time frame? I feel like this does look like a bull flag, and it's taken me some time to actually admit this, or actually see this, but I feel like it looks like a bull flag right here. I don't know how many people have seen this. Maybe some other people have seen it too, other TAs in the space. I don't know. That actually does look like a bull flag. Wow. From a low to a high here, you measure right there at the low. That should take us up to about $150,000 fast, man. And if we move in this same time frame, let's just pretend real quick. Right. Put it right there. I don't think we're breaking out yet. Again, I think we'll have the bear trap set before the break, and then we'll start moving up. $150,000 in August? Is that where we're going to be? Is it going to take that long to get to 150K? I don't think so, man. I think that we would move faster. Because here most of this move was not at new all-time highs, right? Just the top. We're going to be breaking out to new all-time highs in the very beginning of this move, so I think this move will actually happen faster. And then we've got all this bullish narratives, all these bullish expectations surrounding Bitcoin right now. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we were at least here by the end of July, if not further. And again, I really do think that this next move is going to extend into August, where before we were thinking it would end in July. I think it will extend into August, and that's what you get whenever you move sideways for like 6 weeks, man. That's literally what you get. So I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but I hope you guys got something out of it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bitcoin's going to go a little bit lower. That's the expectation. We're at 107.1K now. We'll see you down at 104K, and any day now, any week now, we will be breaking through to new all-time highs. I just don't think it's this day. I just don't think it's this week. All right, take care. Bye-bye.